Hand clap to the massive brothers and sisters. We are finally back. We finally made it to the very first out of 2 reactions I'll be dropping on this YouTube platform for today, brothers and sisters. Welcome to every single one of you guys who've tuned into this here Vibrations, brothers and sisters. Welcome to this here Mystelics Reacts channel. Brothers and sisters, don't forget to do what? Click the thumbs up button. I would appreciate that right there. And of course, subscribe. Subscribe and turn on that post notifications so you can get the latest vibrations when they tend to come up, brothers and sisters. I would appreciate that right there. And then, of course, guys, with that said right there, let us get into the vibrations for the day. Of course, we have this. None other than this individual writing some sort of thing that we are seeing on the screen. What is this? That is the question I have to ask, brothers and sisters. Let's make this thing a little bit wider so we can actually go for this thing right there. So the man umpiring around this game. So somebody was apparently umpiring around this game, and all of a sudden he just fall. And that was it. Anytime I hear of these situations, brothers and sisters, we are not uncommon in knowing this kind of things tend to take place. We have heard police officers falling down. We have heard a number of persons just falling down flat, just like that. And we wonder what exactly is going on, brothers and sisters. Something that we really did not hear much before the whole injection situation. I'm just putting that out there, brothers and sisters. It could be that, it could be something else, but we have to be mindful, brothers and sisters, of what we put in our bodies. That is very much vital right there. But anyways, he was umpiring around this game. First of all, I never do this umpire around this game. First time I hear this. Anyways, that's what they indicated right there. He was umpiring around this game, and all of a sudden he just fell. He just went over, and that was it. On the playing field, you know, while umpiring the game. And apparently the game just continued like nothing ever actually happened. While the young man passed away while umpiring the same very game. I wonder if they stopped. The situation happened and they say, okay, this happened, all right, good. And then they probably brought the guy in somewhere and, okay, maybe he fell ill or whatever. And then the wrongness game continued. What exactly would you do in that predicament right there? It's interesting. You played a game, you came there. Remember, you have nothing to do with the individual's help. The individual wanted to do some umpiring of sorts. And he umpired. Unfortunately, he fell, passed out. When I say he fell, brothers and sisters, he dropped. You know, he dropped, and that was it for him. So I'm guessing maybe individuals brought him out. They probably brought him to the thing. Maybe they did not know what was happening as a result of that situation right there. But I would at least show some sort of concern, you know. However, brothers and sisters, if you did come to a game to play a game, somebody fell and what have you, show a little concern and then you continued, would that be the case? What exactly would you have done in that regard right there? Of course, you know, he fell. I guess they brought him out, brought him to the hospital, and the game continued. So that is very interesting. What a beautiful way to show respect to a fallen soldier who was actually part of the organizing committee of the ongoing Wrongless League in the KALINAGO territory. This speaks volumes. R.I.P. brother, your rewards are not on earth. If it was, you have rightfully left it behind. Maybe someone else will enjoy it. Hopefully you did not leave your treasures on earth. Hopefully you set them up in, you know, kingdom come, and you knew the creator before you left this earth, brothers and sisters. Of course, accepting his son and what have you. That is the only way, because that's what Yeshua said, not me. All right, brothers and sisters. But it's very interesting in that regard. What would you guys have done? What would you guys have done? I think if I was in that vicinity, the game would have definitely continued. Because yes, or maybe some people might go and check him and say, okay, finish all the game, and some people go and check him. Maybe that's what actually happened right there. But based on this individual's point of view, he or she figured that was not right at all. But it's interesting when you're looking at these guys. What exactly would you have done in this regard right there? What exactly? I myself don't know. You know, I think we would have probably continued the game. Maybe somebody would have gone. Maybe I would have gone or something like that to check on the person, especially if I know the person. Maybe the individuals who were playing the game did not even know the person, or they knew the person well. You know, games came to come, teams came to play the game, not knowing who exactly the umpire is and things. So, I don't know. What are your thoughts on this, guys? What are your thoughts? What would you have done in that regard right there? Anyways, brothers and sisters, we move it along, and we are back into the nature of the Caribbean from my understanding. Let me make this thing a little bit better. Whoop. All right. Now, guys, let's take a listen to what this individual has to say right there.
I remember one time somebody told me, Christine, if you can eat bacon and spare ribs, then you can eat dog, because dog tastes like bacon and spare ribs.
Well, I myself have never tasted dog before. I don't know if the people of Springfield, the individuals, illegal immigrants who was actually doing that. Someone you know me to talk about. Nobody can stop me from talking what I want to talk. Get your own platform and talk what you're talking. But anyways, brothers and sisters, that's not the point right there. But have you guys tasted dog before? Does dog taste like bacon? First of all, I used to eat pig bacon back in the days, but I realized that is not healthy. So I started eating turkey bacon right there. So I don't even know. I can't remember what pig bacon tasting like, but she said if you eat pig, you can, eat dog too, so.
And I went to a supermarket recently, last week. I wanted pigtails to make a soup. So I got the pigtails from the refrigerator, but
guys, that is a pigtail right there. I never fully understood why on earth would people be eating things like pigs. I don't get it. I don't get it. You have pig foot, you have pigtail, you have pig snout. What they call you? Can you imagine? Sometimes when people talking and they have phlegm coming up from their nose, they say, what is that? They say thing coming up from your nose, cold or whatever coming up from your nose. They say, and then they go in and eat pig nostrils. Anyways, that is not the point.
I find the pigtails was looking suspiciously long.
Looking weird.
I was skeptical about it, so I asked the cashier, are you sure?
Because to me, pigtails are curled. And they're not as long as this thing right there, unless it's a mama big pig. But still, you still see the tails are curled. So I don't know. That I would obviously, if you have probably been eating pig tails for a while and you notice it normally is curved and then you see this one straight, you will tend to wonder, is that really pigtail that they giving me?
These are pigtails because they look like dog tails. They're very long. Pigtails supposed to be short and curly at the end. I mean, like, look at these.
But what kind of dog tail will be that long though? Maybe it's because of the angle she's looking at. I myself don't know. But to me, dog tail's not that long, Dog tail's not that long, but it's possible. I know dog tails is most likely longer than pigtails. True or false?
Do you think these are really pigtails? She said, yes, it's pigtails. Haha.
Nah, that should be having some curves, man. That should be curly. The tail should be curly. Even when you draw in pigs, brothers and sisters, you always draw it with a curly tail. How come in reality that one straight?
It is pigtails. Okay, I bought it. I made a soup. I used half of it.
Would you use half of it? Oh, that is the previous. Oh, I check in. What kind of half? That means it was much longer than that. But it seems like she shot this video before she did the soup.
I made a soup. I got so sick from that soup. So sick that I'm scared of the rest. I'm going to show it to you. Tell me what you guys think. Do you think that these are really pigtails?
What are your thoughts, guys? Do you think this is really a pigtail right there? Does this really look like a pigtail to you? To me, it doesn't look like a pigtail at all. But it still doesn't look like a dogtail to me either. But I would still say if it has to be close, it'll be more to a dogtail than a pigtail because a pigtail is usually curly. It has that swirl in it, brothers and sisters. Oink, oink, oink. The swirl, brothers and sisters. I don't know. What do you think this is right there?
Google, how long are pigtails
So it says 6 to 12 inches.
supposed to be? Google said between 6 and 12 inches. These pigtails are 14.5 inches long. Do you think these are really pigtails that they're feeding us in Dominica?
Well, it's the people that choose that, I mean, it's the people that choose, hey, I want pigtail. Maybe the pig come from somewhere else, imported. This is not uncommon in Dominica where they are importing stuff. Probably in Dominica you're accustomed to pig with curly tail, but there's somewhere down the line, or maybe this is GMO pigtails, brothers and sisters. They make that in the lab and it come out straight. Maybe. Or it's some kind of gigantic pig that is at length, but based on what she Googled, it is indicated between 6 to 12 inches. This is 14.5, because look at the 14 there and it's still continuing. Yep, 14 and almost 15. 14 3/4, brothers and sisters. And that piece still missing, so most likely 15 inches that there. Is this really a pigtail?
Dog tails.
I think we need to be mindful, brothers and sisters, of what exactly they are selling for us in the store. It's one thing when you're creating propaganda and all those kind of things there, but when you come in to buy things in the store, you don't know what it is because that's what they sell for you, and you see, oh, pigtail are written on it. Is that really pigtail? We have to be mindful of these things right there, brothers and sisters. What are your thoughts? Do you think this is really pigtail? Let me know your thoughts in the comment box below. Anyways, brothers and sisters, moving along right there. Talking about food. I saw this video, brothers and sisters, and I think the fellas need to really... Let me turn this on this side, guys. Let me turn this on the side so that we can get the full screen of this thing. You'll get the whole point right there. But apparently... This is either a bra or a female slider. I think it's a female slider that they brothers and sisters. I have to say it like that for YouTube. You see me? So apparently, fellas, you have to be mindful what you eating. It seems like there's this notion, I've heard this before, that women tend to use certain undergarments that they have and they put it in food to try to trap the man. For some, I don't know, for some superstitious belief. Do you think that is actually true, brothers and sisters, where people will use their dirty undergarments and they put it in food, so when you eat it, maybe for some reason it will recalibrate your intentions to only that person? I've heard people saying that they tend to do this to stop men from cheating. I don't know if it works at all, but brothers and sisters, fellas, all you have to be mindful of the kind of people that you're associating with. Next thing, they're giving you dirty food to eat. But then again, I may not say nothing on that regard right there. But seems like she is using her undergarments in the food. Maybe she boiled it with the food or something. But if that is nylon devices or whatever, brothers and sisters, the materials, then if it was in, she probably put it afterwards. Because that don't looking like it has any, you know, rice thing on it. So maybe she put it inside there after she cooked it. Fellas, be mindful. All right, don't say I didn't tell you be mindful here. But brothers and sisters, I also have this next video coming up right there of this husband. Apparently, this husband is watching his wife just eat his food. You know, after they eat their food, they have dessert. He get his cake. He probably ask her, baby, do you want some dessert? She say no. So what she decide to do, brothers and sisters, the man get his dessert and she decides she wants to eat in the man dessert. And he's vexed. The boy hungry. Boy trying his best. He trying his best not to show his anger, but he coming up front. And the thing is, the woman no eating my husband's food after saying I didn't want any. You see, after you say you don't want any dessert, you then still going after the man food. Why woman does do this thing there? Girls I know used to do me that way. I say no. I tell you. To take. One of the things that I like to buy, brothers and sisters, is Kit Kat, the non-bioengineering Kit Kat, brothers and sisters. When I get that stuff, I have a field day. I know I'm not going to share with nobody. I doesn't share that with nobody. You want Kit Kat? I buy your own pack of Kit Kat, so you wouldn't come for me. But if I asking you if you want Kit Kat, and you say no, you don't want, and I buy my Kit Kat, and I go and eat my Kit Kat, and you come and ask me for Kit Kat. God forbid. But you will never get no Kit Kat from me, because I ask you in this store if you want Kit Kat. You tell me no, I eating my Kit Kat. You coming for me to share my Kit Kat with you, firebun. But the man is vexed. This is why men don't have mental problems. Look at him, Elas. Look at him.
No, I'm thinking about something I'm getting mad about. I'm really getting mad about what I'm thinking.
Nah. What you thinking about?
It ain't this.
It definitely is.
I'm getting mad.
Ladies, you need to stop that, man.
It makes me mad. And people leave me alone.
Who's messing with you?
Oh man, I'm getting so mad.
Who's messing with you?
I'm mad.
Boy.
I'm just so mad. I'm getting mad.
Elas, God bless his soul.
I'm a pray.
Pray. Amen, brother. Pray for that. To drive that anger from you.
That's just certain things.
Yes, sir.
Certain things make me mad. That's all.
Megan, it's okay.
I ain't thinking about that. Shit, man, I'm not thinking about that.
Yo.
I haven't.
I didn't want none. I'm done now.
You didn't want none. What was you doing?
You was sticking in my
I didn't
cake.
want no cake.
Hell, you was eating the cake, baby. But I'm fine. You didn't want none.
The man break his character there.
What was you doing?
I didn't want no cake.
Hell, you was eating the cake, baby. But I'm fine with it. I ain't tripping.
No.
He's
I ain't got nothing to
angry.
take home.
Go ahead.
No, we don't have anything to take home. I was talking about taking stuff home. There ain't anything about this thing. You want some more?
Oh boy. Lord, we may all need to stop that, eh? Yeah, or you definitely need to stop this kind of things all you do, fellas. And it's not like he don't want her to take, but he feeling like he shouldn't say nothing. You see, and that probably, you know, it's little things like these you need to be mindful of. Like something else, you know, the little bits and pieces of him putting that inside. Oh, that's okay, everything is fine. But deep down, even expressing it somewhere, he's showing some expressiveness of he cannot believe she doing that to him, you know. Where he grab his head, somewhere, you know, brothers and sisters. You know, all the time you're grabbing his head, you taking him man food. And the man don't want to say anything. No. I don't know kind of person. You want that? Okay. You want, great. Sometimes, I remember one particular time, the person might be watching that video. I remember one time somebody I was checking back in the day. And there was something that I liked and stuff. And it was a cake and with some kind of nice icing and thing on it. So I said, you want one too? You want one? But tell me no. But I know the person so well. You know, they're going to come back for my stuff. So what I did, I bought one and we left. I forget something. So I said, no, go ahead, I'll meet you in, you know, and then went back and I bought another one. So I bought 2 of them, right? Good. So, when we think or whatever, when I eat in my stuff, she come in and tell me she wants some. I say, I thought you say you didn't want. She said, I didn't want, but it's smelling nice, I want. I say, okay, cool. So I pull out the other one and I give it to her. Interesting enough, brothers and sisters, she had her own and she's still trying to choke her fork in my own, brothers and sisters. She's still trying to choke her fork in my own after I give her the other. Oliver not easy at all. She trying her best. I just want to test you. No, we have the same thing. It's not a different. It's the same thing. Look, still trying to come in my tea. I don't understand this thing there. Last, Mr. going to get high blood pressure if he don't say nothing soon. And the lady that eating his food, his wife, she know he feeling a kind of way about it, but she's still going after his food. Ladies, why? I know a lot of fellas can relate to this. Why? Aye. Boy, that is truly something else right there. Anyways, guys, this is pretty much all I asked for these vibrations. What are your thoughts on the different things that I spoke about right there? What, fellas, what would you have done? Ladies, if you know that your husband or your boyfriend will respond in that way, why would you still go after the man food for in that regard? Do you think this is pigtail, brothers and sisters? Do you think this is pigtail or something else? Let me know your thoughts in that regard right here. And of course, the other things that I spoke about as well, brothers and sisters, concerning the rice and stuff, and women putting their stuff, their undergarments, you know, in food and making fellas eating. Maybe she doing it out of spite, or she probably trying to I don't know, some kind of voodoo vibes. I don't know, brothers and sisters. What are your thoughts on this situation right there? Tune in a bit later on for the next reaction I'll be doing, brothers and sisters. So with that said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, guys, be real, salute the king, always be positive.